let's discuss aliens a little bit. The outer space, celestials, and the beings out there that we haven't yet discovered or even imagined. Because I, for one, highly doubt that when we do come across these aliens in flesh, if there are any, somewhere out there on some planet, some spaceship coming towards us. If there are indeed 3D sort of gray alien hominids that we've come up with in our imagination so far, then I'd be interested in seeing and meeting those fellas and having a little good old discussion about life with those guys and sisters if they had a dualistic type of gender divide there, much like we had in this Terra, Earth, this planet of ours, this pale blue dot. But I think that word thing is pretty critical here because I got this crazy idea that maybe you just need to expand your perspective on the word alien here a little bit. Go beyond the sensory. If we think about it like this, maybe thoughts, maybe emotions, maybe these things that go beyond language and sometimes even just language in itself. Maybe language is an alien thing, really. It's not native to us, and maybe that's something that came to us from outer space. And you know what I'm getting at here? It's like aliens can come in so many forms, dude. It's like, you know, I'm just a guy, you know, I'm just thinking out loud here. And, you know, maybe, what if an alien is speaking with my mouth? Who knows? I don't pretend to. I got a hunch. I've got a little hunch that there's a lot about language that has not yet been discovered. I touched upon language a little bit in an earlier monologue there. I mentioned how English is kind of a bastard language, and it's just not a good language. It's probably created to enslave your psyche and to create this perfect world for the Illuminati and the bad guys to take over and control everything in an easy manner. But the Manosphere is still there to safeguard us from the miasma that's coming off of Israel and the EU, Poland and the American government. The toxins they're putting out still don't stand a chance against the valiant effort of all the retainment that's being done within the Manosphere to act as a buffer between 3D world of the regular all these things going on in the upper stratospheres, up the ladder where there's only a few handful of individuals who are chosen, selected enough to climb that far. So not a lot of people are necessarily going to be understanding what I'm saying and understanding and all in between there. So comment down below if comment down below a link to a drawing of your depiction of an alien. What does an alien mean to you? What will it look like if one existed in front of us? And if you think you're not good enough an artist to draw one from scratch and display or put your imagination on display like that, then maybe just try to describe it as well as you can. Just language down below. It's just watch out and don't get possessed by a outer space language alien. Catch you by your tongue and hold you hostage to some type of whatever things are said, and we use these mouths for all kinds of things other than breathing, and sometimes it's just a mess, but now that we have the social media, it's like everything's going to be tip-top and spick and span, and it's not like that in real life. You can't always be saying the right things. It's more important that the heart, soul, and spirit is there and going in the right direction with the right type of energy behind it. And it's also safe to say that it's not safe to say anything these days anymore, because people are such communist language police, and everyone's just out to get each other and into a gotcha moment, and just waiting for influencers and famous bros like us to slip in front of the camera and embarrass themselves by saying something less smarter out loud. But I'm not gonna get fooled by that rhetoric and that type of frame of mind, because my frame is stronger than that, and I'm gonna succeed in becoming the most bestest YouTuber in the whole wide world, even when all the odds are up against me in such a terrifying manner. It's not fair. It's not a fair fight. It's an uphill battle, but I invite all of you bros and sisters to help me in my fight against all the forces that are trying to keep me from becoming the best YouTuber that I can and expressing my voice in a way that it doesn't have to be perfectly premeditated and scripted and basically it's just trying to build a world for us tubers where we didn't have to be walking on eggshells all the time and trying to dodge bullets and trying to just all this Matrix type ish that's that stick against us in so many ways, and we need more people behind the verses of good, and I'm not in the mood for begging money and stuff like that, but if you will, if you're so inclined, you could check out the links down below, and you're probably going to find some type of way to help the cause and support and just be a part of the change that you want to see. Be able to believe in a better tomorrow where YouTubers you and the tubers are free to express themselves in a raw format. And not have to be afraid of scrutiny, constantly afraid of stepping on some bigwigs' toes. Some other type of dudes out there looking at these videos, and he's got some connections to some head honchos in the YouTube headquarters, and I don't know where it is, and I'm not gonna say it. Some place where the population density of chosen people is among the highest in the world, but I'm not gonna say it's somewhere in there, but it might be. And you know, if they want to take me down and strike this channel, by all means do that. But now people are gonna know, now that I've expressed myself in a free, non-roundabout, straightforward manner as to what's going on behind the scenes and what's the real mystery of the world, really. And what's the real war? I can tell you as much. The war's in your mind. The war's in your mind, bro. But it's also on Earth as these thoughts and influences that are trying to get you to stop you from influencing yourself, and just pushing you towards being more and more influenced by them. No, it's about you, dude. This is you, tube. Get it? And what else? How can we acquire even more freedom and the good things in life, like human rights? We need to retain more human rights, just like we do with our God-given semen and fluids of the goddesses, and we retain so little these days in all aspects of life. It's like we're giving away our rights, we're giving away our privileges, we're giving away our money, we're giving away our peptides for 10% off if you order within 30 days, and also to get the wishing well, because that's a good exercise in forging that muscle of belief within you, that willpower that you can tap into through the power of belief. And if you haven't been believing in anything for a while, the wishing well and going in there and dropping a coin into that virtual well, it's actually a really good way to take a little bit of first step on that progress towards being able to believe in even bigger things and being able to become even more of a YouTuber and a better version of your YouTube channel. So I was just checking that out, and excuse me, I've got digestive issues, and I made the mistake of I was just feeling hungry in the morning, and instead of doing what I promised myself yesterday, I didn't eat oatmeal porridge for breakfast because I was feeling too lazy to do the whole, I don't like the whole cooking procedure because it's such a boring task, and it's a repetitive thing. When you've done it a couple of times, you kind of know what you're in for. So if you're a female who enjoys cooking food, and especially whipping up a good little oatmeal porridge in the morning for your man so that he can focus on empowering the Manosphere, the only layer standing between us and the influence of the Illuminati right now. Hit a comment down below and apply for maybe we'll figure something out. And that brings me to my earlier point of, well, actually that doesn't bring me out. I'm just going to continue on from the breakfast story. I was supposed to do the whole porridge thing. I've been trying to kind of get on this oatmeal diet, but it turns out that the more I sort of hold this ideal in my head, I need to consume at least a bowl of oatmeal per day, the more I feel like certain type of resistance to that with the reaction of doing so. And that kind of also relates to that little thought earlier there of, like, how do these thoughts even work? It's like, sometimes it's difficult for me to even wrap my head around, but it's like thoughts are wrapping around my head sometimes. And I assume that's like just the human condition in so many ways, that thoughts work in these weird manners, much like God, the big man upstairs. We can't really always understand what he's going on, or what the divine powers have in store for us when they drop these little burdens and tests and challenges our way ever so often. Sometimes, like lately, the challenges have been kind of piling up on top of each other, and it's harder to do videos, but you can still, even though I'm not too proud of this one, because I felt like I was going a little bit too fast there in a couple of places, and I'm just I'm probably just sick, the allergies,